with just 3 days left until the transfer window closes. We'll spend most of the show talking about moves that either have happened or may very well happen. For more on that, we welcome in Shaka, Hislop, Gab Marcotti, and Julien Laurent. Gab, I'll start with you. Our website is calling what Manchester United is doing right now a frantic transfer chase. It's a bit sensationalist, but is it fair?
Look, I've said I'm withholding judgment until 11 p.m. on local time on Monday, the 5th of October. That's when the transfer window shuts. I think that's when we can evaluate. If Manchester United's, and I've said this all along, if Manchester United's strategy is we have our top choices, we want to sign our top choices like Sancho or whatnot at a certain price. If we can't get them, we're in no hurry, but we won't be taken for a ride. We'll get them next year. And because we don't get them, because we still need to strengthen the squad, we have a bunch of short-term second choices, maybe older players, guys you get on short-term contracts, who you bring in for a short-term boost, like they did, for example, with Igalo, like they did before with Zlatan Ibrahimovic, like they did back in the day with Laurent Blanc. And so that is the reason why they're waiting until the transfer window closing to get these guys at the right price, because there's so many teams that are trying to shed players right now. Then that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. Play one off against the other. Be clever. Get the useful bodies in, and that's fine. If, on the other hand, they find themselves in a situation because they've been unrealistic or sleeping through the market, and now all of a sudden Solskjaer's, knocking at the door and saying, hey, I need a left back, I need this, I need that, then of course that would be an indictment. But let's wait and let's see. They have a right to have a go, and let's see where we are Monday night.
Jules, let's talk about this so-called strategy. Everybody knows their number one target is Jadon Sancho. Michael Zorc, the sporting director at Dortmund, has come out and said things are not likely to change in the next 3 days. We assume that means Manchester United are not going to get their number one target. So we go to plan B, which is apparently Ousmane Dembele of Barcelona. Manchester United wanted as a loan. Barcelona want to sell the player. And according to your tweets, Paul Pogba is getting involved. Is this a chase or is this a scramble at this point for United?
It's everything for United right now. It's a chase, it's a scramble, it's a shamble, it's chaos. That's what they've been doing, not just this summer, but every single transfer window for the last, 7 years or so. But Dembele is an interesting one because he didn't really want to leave Barcelona, even if he could feel that the club were trying to sell him or loan him or get rid of him. And it's only when Paul Pogba had a few long chats with him earlier in the week that I think he convinced him to be open to the idea of maybe coming to Manchester United if the two clubs can find an agreement. And I think that's already a good thing for United. Now it's down to them to see what they can do with Barcelona. There's still a few rumors coming out of Spain saying like, well, he can stay, but I think Dembele knows, one, he's not going to play much. We saw against the Celta Vigo game on Thursday night that Ronald Koeman brought on Trincao and even Pedri, the young Spanish young youth international, ahead of Dembele for that game, for example, simply because he said, oh, well, yeah, but they tried back more, they defend a bit more, blah, blah, blah. So I think Dembele knows that this season might not be really good for him if he stays. That's why as well he's open to a move. And I think, in a way, for that right winger position at United, he would fit really, really well there.
Shaka, what is your gut instinct here? Good idea or bad idea, Dembele to Manchester United, given his past and given what this club needs?
Listen, I still think Ousmane Dembele is an incredible talent. And if you can get him in, if you can negotiate a fee that's suitable to both, I would do this every single day of the week. And then it's up to Dembele to show that maybe he's turning the corner from what we thought, or a lot of the rumour and speculation around his off-the-field antics, showing him late for training and everything else that went along with that. But just in terms of pure talent, if you can get him focused, absolutely, this is a very good idea.
Gab, I have noted you shaking your head. You want to tell us why?
I think if you want to take a short-term gamble on Dembele, the suggestions that they would take him on loan, but not on a permanent deal. Take him on loan, test him out for a year. His contract is running down at Barcelona anyway, so if he's there and he's playing well and he's happy, you can certainly get him a contract, and you kind of have to force Barcelona to sell at a price you want. But making a long-term commitment to Dembele when you're still pursuing Sancho, and Sancho was supposed to be the big guy, and if we don't get him now, we get him next summer and whatever else, to me makes very, very little sense. If you feel like you need a plan B, and I think they could use somebody in that position, there are other players that you can go for. I think the key is, if you're going to do this, do it short term, do it alone, do it in a situation where you're giving yourself an out if it doesn't work.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.